What if pressing a button on your phone could be an act of pure authenticity? What if a spring of water in the desert held the secret to transformation? What if speaking, even unheard, was already enough proof of existence? This episode is not just about aphorisms. It's a meditation on how we create, how we wait, how we speak, and how we learn to truly see. Welcome to Mixed Lines 2.
When the fog descended, silence settled over the village after the discovery of old Billy's departure. His notes were left stacked, serving as entertainment for the locals who chose to share them with others.
Number 040 Mix. Activity. Pressing buttons on the Notes app of a cell phone may not be out of this world, but it works quite well when it represents the only way to express yourself with 100% truth. Spring of water, the seed of seeds. Baking time. Everyone knows how many minutes a cake takes to bake. But no one can know how long a spring of water opened in the desert will take to help the seed sprout. Communicate. Say, record the spoken words. Repeat, confirm, and if necessary, say it differently without worrying whether anyone will ever hear you. It's life that goes on. Art appreciation. Through their works, artists work to attract your gaze. But not for their own work, but for the awakening of your own vision as an appreciator. Art is made for you to learn/teach to appreciate the nature of everything and everything.
Analysis of Mixed Lines 2. This set of aphorisms presents a meditative journey through expression, patience, communication, and perception, each section acting as a reflection on different aspects of existence and creativity.
Activity.
The quiet truth of expression. Old Billy begin with an observation about writing, specifically, the seemingly mundane act of typing on a phone's notes app. At first glance, this is an almost mechanical action, trivial in nature. However, when framed as the only way to express oneself with absolute truth, it transforms into something deeply personal and existential. This highlights the tension between external validation and inner authenticity. It suggests that true expression often occurs in solitude, away from the gaze of others. It also hints at a paradox. The more we strive for honest self-expression, the less likely it is to be shared or understood by the world. Is communication truly about being heard, or is it enough simply to express? Seed. The infinite potential of the origin. Spring of water, the seed of seeds. Here, water and seed are symbols of life, renewal, and possibility. The phrase suggests a source of endless potential, a primordial force that gives rise to all things. Water, in many philosophical and spiritual traditions, represents flow, adaptability, and the essence of life itself. The seed of seeds suggests a fundamental origin, perhaps the source of all creation, thought, or action. This invites a metaphysical question. If we could trace back everything to a single point, what would we find? Baking time. The relativity of growth and transformation. The contrast between baking a cake and nurturing a seed in the desert serves as a metaphor for predictability versus uncertainty in the process of transformation. A cake follows measurable time, a structure where inputs determine outputs. A seed in the desert, however, follows an unpredictable rhythm, dependent on conditions beyond our control. This speaks to the limitations of human expectation. We often try to control, measure, and predict everything. Yet some of the most profound transformations occur outside of timeframes we can understand. The desert itself is a profound symbol, a space of barrenness, solitude, but also immense potential. When and how growth happens in such an environment is unknowable, but that does not mean it won't happen. What if we were patient enough to allow transformation to happen on its own terms? Communicate. The existential necessity of speaking. Say. Record the spoken words. Repeat, confirm, and if necessary, say it differently, without worrying whether anyone will ever hear you. This passage reads like an affirmation of existence itself. It echoes the idea that to speak, to write, to express is a fundamental act of being. Whether or not someone listens does not diminish the value of the message. The repetition and reformulation suggest an ongoing search for clarity, meaning, and connection. The phrase "life goes on" reinforces that communication, like existence, is continuous, always evolving. This raises a Socratic question. Do we communicate for others, or do we communicate simply to affirm that we exist? Art appreciation. The awakening of perception. Artists do not create merely for recognition. Rather, they invite others to awaken their own vision. This passage challenges the conventional idea of art as something to be consumed, and instead frames it as an instrument of awakening. The true purpose of art is not self-glorification but the expansion of perception. The phrase "art is made for you to learn/teach to appreciate the nature of everything in everything" suggests that art is a mirror, reflecting deeper truths about the interconnectedness of all things. This aligns with phenomenology, the philosophical study of how we experience and interpret reality. What if art is not about what we see but how we learn to see? Final reflection. At its core, this series of fragmented thoughts explores the essence of creation, patience, self-expression, and perception. It suggests that meaning is not found in immediate results, but in the slow, unpredictable unfolding of life itself. Expression matters, even in solitude. Transformation happens on its own time. Speaking is an act of existence, even without an audience. Art is not about what is made, but how it teaches us to see. In the end, Old Bill's piece encourages a quiet, yet powerful resistance. The refusal to measure value by external standards, and instead to trust in the unseen forces that guide growth, creativity, and understanding.
Wow. Who here remembers the analysis of Note about 34 Mixed Lines 1? That was a remarkable episode. It's interesting how simple aphorisms can stir our minds, isn't it? On the other hand, this time Dr. Ada found a simple and direct line to cover all the themes of the set. Congratulations, Dr. Ada. Thank you. Thanks, everyone.